add myself to the stream. Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? This is Will from Say How You Feel. And yes, we are back in the building yet again. Let me turn this monitor I have inside off because I don't necessarily need to hear myself as much as I need you to hear me. I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. Normally I do this on Mondays, but I was kind of tired up, had some things in order to get in order. Not only that, I was trying to figure out in which direction I wanted to do this live. But if you are over on YouTube, please do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to get ourselves to 1,000 subscribers and, of course, 4,000 watch hours. And we are trying to see if we can get this done before the end of the year. We have 100 and some odd days left, and I want to see if we can make it happen. Hold on one second. I need to switch something. Uh, Bam. My wife was doing Jesse Soap Company or Yanni Talk last night, and I did not switch over all of the branding information. So I needed to go ahead and do that. And I just noticed that say Just You Soap Company. And if you have not got a chance to check out www.justyousoapcompany.com, please go over there and check them out for all your natural body care needs. They are definitely A1 for day one. You understand what I'm saying? They are great products. They are definitely going to get the work and the job done for you. I did not bring any water today. It's interesting. I try to keep some water in here. I need to go to Costco. I ain't even gonna lie. I need to go get some water. If y'all noticed today, I have on a hat. Now, you probably seen me in a hat in other podcasts, probably just not this one. And I got this background. My wife put the background up, and I really just did not pay attention. You know, something I'm seeing this loop. Okay, so that's how she does it. I have no idea how she did the little countdown thing. I just get on and start going on. So if you're on Facebook, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're on Twitch, because I'm also either on Twitch, I either go live on Twitch too, or I go live on Twitter. So it's one of the three. Definitely Facebook and YouTube. That's consistent because I have a group in Facebook and I have a YouTube channel, and I definitely go live on both of those consistently. And I need to move this camera right here. I got cameras everywhere. See, and then of course I got the camera up here. I got the camera over there. I got cameras everywhere. Camera, batteries. I gotta get a lot of stuff straightened out. But okay, so I'm wearing a hat. And what we're gonna talk about, I said we were gonna talk about today was hats. I put this out there the other day. And the reason why I want to talk about hats for a couple of reasons. One, I think it's a market that a lot of people lose out on due to the fact that they don't like it or they don't understand how to get into it because everybody's doing embroidery. A lot of people like embroidery, but just be honest. I love embroidery, but embroidery is not the be all end all. It is not everything that people think that it is. It can't do everything that people think that it can do. I can't believe I left my phones over there. Oh well. So what the thing about embroidery is it has its purpose. It is a product that looks good, it lasts forever, and all that. I give it hands down what it is. But if you're a small business, if you're a small little league baseball team, things like that, you're not going to want to spend the amount of money that it costs to embroider. Embroider is a lot like vinyl. Embroidery is a lot like vinyl. It does not change, meaning the stitch cost stays the same. The amount of the the the, the thread cost stays the same. The labor is the same. Everything is the same. Screen print is probably the only thing that you can get that the more you get, the cheaper it becomes. Simply because it allows you to it allows you to what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, it allows you to decrease. It allows you to spread the product over the amount of garments that you have. But when you're talking about thread and needles, if you're talking about something like paint, and ink, and you're doing 50 shirts, right? Or 50 hats, or whatever the case that you're doing, right? You're doing 50 of them. If you stretch that out, you get the charge. Say if it only costs you $10 worth of ink, you can spread that out a lot better than with embroidery. It costs the same amount of money per job. So no matter how many you do, it's going to cost you the same amount of funds. So what you have to decide when it comes to embroidery is that really a price that you want to pay. For me, at this moment, I'll outsource it because I don't do a lot of it. As long as I outsource it to certain people, and I say it that way because I've had people who um let's put it like this: if I call you to outsource something to you, I'm not giving you my client's information. That's not making sense. You're charging me. What I charge them is none of your concern. You tell me what you want me to pay you, and they'll either give me the money or they won't. Just that simple. I don't know. People don't know how outsourcing works, but that's neither here nor there. Uh, but hats have a great benefit because everybody likes a good hat. This is a dad hat. I don't normally wear them. I have a hat. I do a lot more fitteds. This one right here is a fitted. And I just put something on it just to do it. This is a great thing about doing vinyl on hats because this is a $100 bill printed vinyl, right? And I cut boss mom in it, and it's for a mom who might wear the same size hat as I got on, whatever the case may be. It's nothing special. Hats are versatile because they're a lot like shirts. It allows you to you can do just as much on a hat that you can do on a shirt. You can put embroidery patches on there. So, like for me, if I bought a embroidery machine, it was simply to do patches. Because if I can do a patch on an embroidery, I can just go ahead, boom, slap that on there, put some adhesive on it, and here you go. And then either decide to, if I felt the need to print it, to sew it around it, or B, just leave it as it is. Because think about it, most people don't wash their hats. At least I don't. Where I come from, we don't wash our hats. If your hat's messed up, you just go buy a new one. That's just our get down. We're not going to wash the hats because we like our hats a certain way. As you can see, this is that fitted, just straight up, west side. That's how I roll my hats. And I got a hat in my room. My wife bought me from a birthday. It's a red hat with the B on it, and it's just, I'm a big baseball fan, and so it's one of those things. So, and I like any kind of hat, but this is a dad hat. I really don't wear unstructured hats too often. So there's so many different dynamics you can do with a hat that can help you to build money or to make extra money. I got a set of 5 platinum. I want to say it's 5 platinum Galaxy Heat hat press, which I'm going to do some videos on. I have just been, I might, matter of fact, I think I may do it this weekend because I don't have a whole lot, I don't think, going on this weekend. So I may go ahead and knock it out either Friday night or no, either Friday or Saturday morning. I might do a live or just do a video and cut some stuff into it. Uh, but it's the whole purpose of being able to offer your clients something different. And I'm not, I try to gear towards business to business, especially now that is more my market, is doing business to business at this moment. So I'm enjoying that aspect of business now. And not because I don't like the individual stuff, but it's just that thing of trying to grow and elevate and move to the next level. Uh, like I said, this right here is a DTF print. It was one of the first ones. I have a DTF printer. A lot of people know this already. They don't see me advertise it a lot because I'm not necessarily, I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of DTF because I don't like the maintenance on it. I am getting ready to get into some other things that you guys are going to see that to me is what I wanted to get into to begin with. One, because it's a great product, and two, it's less maintenance. Let's just be honest. Time is money, and I don't have time to worry about a $3,000 printer if I forget to go touch it for a week, or if I, my business is not calling for that. Because here's the thing, you have to have the market for these things. So I also do Etsy. So if a person does not want, if my local stuff is not pushing my brand or pushing what I'm doing, I don't really care this much. I do, but I don't. Not in a negative way, but in a way that I'm going to push it in other areas. I enjoy Etsy because Etsy allows me to make creative things, ship it off, and be done with it. I enjoy doing that. And with the product that I'm getting ready to switch to, I know that is going to be a very high lucrative market with that. Uh, just on various levels, doing transfers and things like that. I'm getting ready to get back into doing sublimation transfers, but as well. But like if you look at this is a snapback, which I like snapbacks too. Also, as you can see, structured hat. This was done with it's it's like glue and foil. Just another creative way to do it. You put the glue down, you press it, and then you put the foil on top of it and press it again. This is one of the first ones I did. I have another hat press that I never get rid of because my dad gave it to me. $250 hat press. My dad is of course still alive, but it's still my dad. I have a thing about certain things that certain people do for me, and he is one who is sickly and don't know long. I'm praying he's around a long time. I always say him, and my mama, too honorary to die. But if that day comes or when that day comes, I just want something to say that he gave to me that was for me and my business. So no, I'm not going to sell that hat press. I don't use it actually, unless I think I'm probably start using it for labels. But I really don't. I just really like to just let it sit because I know it's there and I know it's what because he's the one who got me in the business to begin with. But those are other things. That's the other form of hat. This right here is a vinyl hat. I love vinyl on hats. I really do. They go on really simple and smooth, as you can see. And here's the catch: this does not cost a whole lot. So let's put it on the table. You can get if you can get these from anywhere from 325, 350 down to $1 if they on sale, right? So think about it. You have if a sheet of vinyl may cost a person, let's just say, not me because I pay wholesale for everything. I get mine in volume in bulk. So say I cut out 12 by 15 sheet. There's no one what I used to buy it for. And it cost me, say, $3 and some change. Let's just say $4, right? So if it cost me $4, uh, hold on, I'm gonna have to grab something. Um, hold on. Let me see something. Hold on one second. Give me one moment. Uh, hold on one second. I had to step out right quick. I had to step out and go get my phone right fast. Okay, so if you got a 12 by 15 sheet, you pay $4 for, right? Yeah, my phone's always blazing something. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, and you can get one, two, three, eight. So say $4. You're like 50 cent a design, right? So if you got 50 cent into this, $3 into the hat. Say, what did you say 40 to the hat? Right? So that's 450. Okay. 450 plus minus that's $10 and 50 cents. That's 10.50 profit. I used to sell it for about $15 a hat. So that's $10 and 50 cent profit in that one product. And you gotta think about it. You're doing multiple of these. That's a lot of money. So, like, okay, so let's take this. I was looking on one of the products that I'm planning on getting here next month. And one of the things was saying that for a large t-shirt, it costs $2 to make the transfer. So you're talking large t-shirt, usually about, let's just say 11 by 17, got a full color graphic. If it costs $2 to make make the t-shirt, right? And you divided that by say 11 by 17, you can probably get, I know you can get easily 10. I'm just gonna put it at 10. So you $2. So you're at 20 cent a design. 20 cent. This is a full color graphic. You can get $25 for the hat. Right? So you charge $25 minus 220 minus let's see, 25 minus, you're talking, let's say we take it 4, so 420. So you had $20.80 profit on the hat. And if you charge shipping or you don't charge shipping, whatever, minus your shipping. So if you did shipping at $5, you still at $15.80. Right? You're at $15.80 for a hat. And it took you literally no time to make the hat because you just like with this one, you're printing it out, weeding it. You're not even weeding it. With this, a DTF, so I didn't have to weed it or do anything. I just had to melt it and cure it and all that stuff. But if you go this, if you got the Eco Tank, whatever it is that you got, I mean, Eco Solvent, you got this or the Eco Solvent, you're talking $25 a hat because it's a full color image on it, unless they're getting a lot. And you can always give them a discount. I seen somebody earlier today, they got a flyer out, 10 hats for $100. That's still killing the game. You're still killing the game because they doing sublimation. And we all know sublimation is way cheaper to print out. You talking sublimation, you printing that out at easily you're paying pennies on the dollar for the transfer. So if you put that on a hat, and like I know a company that got the hats for $250. And they polyester, so you sublimate on them, full color graphic. You can still sell them for $10 and make a profit. Why? Because it costs you less than $3 to make the hat. So if you're selling 10 hats for $100, that means you're selling 10 a hat, one hat for $10. Great. Okay, so let's look at that. You're selling one hat for $10. You paid less than $3. So let's just say you're making $77 per hat, right? You're making $70 off of 10 hats that's taking you little or no time to make. And here's the catch. You just have to find the pressure point on your heat press, on your hat press to make sure you're cutting it right, that you're pressing it right so you don't have the scorch marks. And it doesn't take a lot of pressure. Sublimation is one thing, but it still shouldn't burn or mess up anything because you don't have it's sublimation, it's polyester and it can withstand the heat. But you're looking at all $70 profit for something that might take you less than an hour to do. It at best is 45 minutes. You see what I'm saying? That's how the profit margin in hats go. Because, true enough, they're a little more expensive than t-shirts in some cases. But let's be honest, not in all. You can always find deals and only sell what you feel like it's worth your profit and time. Because everybody gonna buy what they want to buy. Like this right here is another snapback dad hat, and I put this logo. It was for a T-shirt, be kind, and I put it on a hat. You know what I'm saying? You can take these designs that are multiple use for them. You don't always have to just use it for a T-shirt. You can take the same design you might buy for a T-shirt and put it on a hat. That's a whole different market you're gonna get. That's a whole different profit range you're gonna have. This one right here is another boss mom hat. You know what I mean? You pay little or no money for these dad trucker hats with the foam front and the mesh back. Now I'm not a great fan of them only because that's not my style of headwear. This is one of my hats for my podcast. Let it make sense, which will be going live after this. You see what I'm saying? If you notice, all the hats that I kind of wear if you notice, all the hats that I wear are structured flat bill. That's just me. That's what I like. That is where I come from. My style of hat, how we rocked our head wear, and they all that's how we get down. Most of us wear fitted. This is a snapback kind of deal. This is kind of old school snapback feel to it, like we did back in the day with the little buckle on it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about these. None of my hats are more than, I don't pay more than $4 for a hat. At best, never five. So any hat that I got is gonna always be under $6. I'm gonna still sell it for $15 individually, unless you buy them in bulk. Now, if you buy them in bulk, I might give you a better deal. But bulk has to make sense. 10 hats, yeah, I can see that. You buying 10 hats, we can have a conversation. If you buying 2 or 3 hats, $15 a hat minimum. And even if I'm doing GTF or I'm doing HTV, printable HTV, I'm still gonna sell it for about $15. Why? Because 15, 20, just depends on what the hat is. If you already have the design and the logo, all I gotta do is set it up and print it. We got a great deal. I'll go ahead and knock you out for $15. But if I gotta come up with the design and all that, yeah, you about $25 a hat. You know what I'm saying? Anything under, like I said, 10 hats. So if you're thinking about expanding your business, you're thinking about expanding your t-shirt business, if you're thinking about growing your brand, do something else other than just t-shirts. Do hats. Everybody's want to do mugs and do cups. I do all of that. Don't get me wrong. I have all the equipment to do all that. But let's just make it plain. Hats are something that everybody likes and everybody wants, and everybody would love something custom on their hat. You do not have to do embroidery only. If your customer says, "Oh, I want to do embroidery," yada yada yada, that's fine. Outsource it. Another thing you can do with leather patches. You know, there's a lot of companies that are making leather patch. You do the design, and they'll make a leather patch that you can just hit the heat press on it. Boom. They got PVC patches. Oh, I want one of them so bad. Because it's like if you do shirts and you do anything with block lettering, block vinyl, then you know what PVC is, because it's the same kind of thing. And it's just a really thick emblem you put on your hat. I think it's really dope. And it's just a matter of what you like. There's so many different ways you can do it. And here's the catch. You can get embroidery patches, custom embroidery patches with these people's information. You do not have to let something, miss out on money because they want embroidery. Offer them an embroidered patch. There are other ways to get embroidery besides just, oh, okay, I got to go get somebody embroidered. And if somebody embroidered, even if they want the little thick embroidery, the 3D puff kind of effect, then you might have to get somebody. Hey, Charmaine, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. If you want the 3D puff embroidery, then you got to go get somebody. Let's just be honest, and that's okay. You find you an embroidery shop close to you that can do it. I have a fat brother and a couple of ministry friends and some other people, some other D9 people that I can call that do embroidery that'll take care of it for me. So you just find somebody that works for you, but at the same time, understand: do not, under no circumstance, give your clientele to someone else. They do not need to know your clientele. All they need is the image. Can they do it? And they give you a price. If somebody tells you, "Hey, I want you to just connect me with them, I'll go ahead and take care of it." Nope, that conversation is over. I don't care what it is. If you want to be the middle person, be the middle person. There's nothing wrong with that. Do not let people tell you to give them your client's information. That's bogus. I don't know why people think people are retarded enough to do that. That's just slow. Nobody's doing that. So, I'm saying it that way because I've had people try me, and it's just like, hey, dude, okay, and I just have to cut you off. I just won't ask you for nothing else. It's just that simple. And if I do it, I'll pay you, and you just give me what I want. But there's so many other ways to get an effect that makes sense. They have patches that look like shields now. So a great thing to do is, guess who always wants hats and merchandise? It's security companies. Find a security company. You can do t-shirts for them. You can do hats for them. You can do vests for them. You can do everything pretty much. You can do, you can even go as far as you can do ID badges for security company. If you have a heat press, vinyl cutters, and all that stuff, Think outside the box. All the money out there is so many different ways to make money. There, don't think, oh, the only thing I can do is get t-shirts. There's so many people making custom t-shirts. Okay, so don't just sell custom t-shirts. Create designs, sell different types of designs, sell what makes sense to you. You are not limited to doing that one thing. You're not limited to just doing t-shirts that everybody else is selling. That's great. You do the designs that speak to you and you get them out there and you get them in front of people. I got a transfer idea for BB from when they came out here to Nashville for the concert. Okay, I still got the transfer. Here's the thing: it's so crazy. It looks like DTF, and it looks like it even looks like EcoTank. But guess what it is? It's inkjet transfer. Why? Because I did it, and I've sold many of them. And I don't know, just like people say, "Oh, I don't like inkjet transfer." Okay, don't like it. I have plenty of people. I sold plenty of shirts with inkjet transfer repeatedly, and you can do the inkjet transfer on a hat. Guess why? Because they're never going to wash it. If they are men, 9 out of 10, I don't know a man on the planet who washes a hat. When that hat, I'm telling you, when that hat is dirty, when it's messed up, it's over. We just go buy a new one. So that's why people that scorch their hats, that's because you have it at too high of a temperature. You're doing something that you shouldn't do. You do not have, just get it on there. Make sure it doesn't come up. I promise you, they're never putting that in water. We treat our hats like we treat shoes. Shoes get messed up. Okay, 9 out of 10, most guys, if we can't get it clean, we're going to go get a new pair. That's just it. They treat hats the same way. So don't turn down the hats. Get a hat. Get a hat press. It's not. It may seem expensive, but I made a customer pretty much buy my hat press. Not in the sense that I made them go buy it, but I had an order, and it paid for the hat press. I charged them what I needed to get the supplies and the hat press. It is what it is, and I did everything I needed to do to make them. I'm gonna buy another heat press. When I buy this heat press, customers are going to pay for it. Why? Because I'm going to charge somebody. I'm going to get a bulk order, and they're going to pay for enough money for the supplies and that sheet press that I want. And you just have to figure out how to make it work. Where the customer gets what they want, you get what you want, and you make your money. I go into things all profiting. So not to rant forever, but I just wanted y'all to know: get your money, get your products right. Do what you got to do. Add things other than just mugs and cups and all that. Cups and mugs are great. Don't get me wrong, there's great money in it. I did some from my fraternity and my wife's sorority, and they came out great. And I made a boatload of money off of it. I'll just be honest with you. And I'm getting ready to go ahead and do some other things for them. And whenever I do something for them, I usually make a boatload of money. And I'm going to continue to do what I do. So I say all that to say, get you some other things. Think outside the box. I seen somebody do a video where they contracted with their local store. And I got a store across the street that's been trying to get me to contract with them for a minute. When I get this other setup, I'm going to definitely start doing that. I'm going to actually put about 50 shirts in their store so they can sell them. So I say that to say, definitely look at that. Get it to some stores in your community. Make you some money. Outsource. Create opportunities. It's too much money out here to be crying and begging and arguing and fighting with people trying to get you to do something that don't make sense. If you got to have a job while you're doing your t-shirt business, hear me clearly. If you got to have a job while doing your t-shirt business, guess what? You get to choose what you want to do. I don't care about the fit, none of that. If I still got to work, you don't get to tell me how much to charge. Ain't no discounts. Because I don't want to have to do your stuff. If I'm doing your stuff for free, I might well not be doing it. So I'm definitely going to make me some money if I'm doing it. Period. Do not let people tell you how to charge. You charge what makes sense to you. Because if it ain't making you no money, it sure ain't making you no sense. Y'all have a great day. Peace out. Thank you for joining us. Say how you feel. Again, sorry that we couldn't do this on Monday. Please like, share, and subscribe. Peace out.